Everything will take you through a step-by-step process that will help you upload an existing document, record, and then export it to a different website, such as Google Classroom, YouTube, or your Google Drive. Teachers who already have PDF versions of lessons, such as SmartNotes, PowerPoints, worksheets, this is a great tool to use to help you interactively write on these items to help enhance the student learning. So after you download the Explain Everything app, you're going to want to click New Project. And if you have an existing file you'd like to upload, you need to click Files. This brings up a list of sources for you to retrieve the file from. Most of us have our files stored in our Google Drive. Before doing this, you may want to log into your Google Drive to make sure that you have the correct accounts linked. If you are at this step and you click on Google Drive, it may prompt you to do so before moving on. So the Explain Everything screen is going to look very similar to your Google Drive screen. You'll have the folders and the files that you see on Google. Something that you want to remember, you want to make sure that your files are in PDF format. They are the easiest to upload. If you have multiple graphics and or equations, pictures, they will become very distorted if you try and use a Word document, and they do not export correctly. So PDF is the way you want to go. So I'm going to choose my PDF version of the lesson, and you can see it has a blue check next to it. Once I have that blue check, I'm going to go up to the upper right hand corner and I'm going to press Import. When I do that, it's going to take my 8-sheet PDF and it's going to put it into 8 separate slides to prepare for an Explain Everything file. And you can see it has created an Explain Everything file with all the toolbars that Explain Everything has to offer. So you can go up to the top there. I pressed the untitled arrow button. That will allow you to change the title of the project. And then you can see along the left-hand side, you have many different tools to offer. So we're going to focus mainly on how to record and then export this to the Google Classroom. So if you want to, on your own time, play around with some of the different features, the main ones that you want to definitely draw attention to, you have your pen tool. You are able to change the different colors that you'd like. You have the highlighting tool. It's the same colors that you choose for your pen. It's just going to be more transparent. You have your erase tool if you need to erase anything as you're going through. The tool I like the most is the pointer tool. This can help you as you're teaching in a classroom. If you need to draw attention to a word or phrase, you're able to do that without having to stand right next to the board. So whenever you are ready to record, you're going to want to click your red record button at the top of the screen. Some of you, your toolbar may be at the bottom of the screen, depending on the settings that you have. So I'm going to click record, and you can see that it has started the audio on this screen. The nice thing about Explain Everything is the audio is separate from screen to screen. So if you have audio on this first screen, it will not affect any audio that is on the second screen if you choose to modify. You have a pause button if you need to pause at any time. If you need to stop your recording, you're going to just press that red record button again. So with Explain Everything, it is going to record your step-by-step process, whatever you are saying, as well as your written work. So if I'm going through doing these problems, say I go here and I make a mistake, I can always go back and erase. And something else about this, when you are erasing, it is not going to erase your original problem that you have on the original file. So when you're ready to stop your recording, you're going to press the red record button. You can see that the sound bite is all the way at the bottom. This is your mix for this slide only. It'll show you where I used the erase tool, what color pen I used, and when. So this will stay at the bottom until you delete it. It will stay on this slide. If you choose to delete anything, you have the options here. If you want to split any of the sound bite, you have the option to do that here as well. So I've walked you through how to import a file, record, use some of the tools, and now I'm going to teach you how to export it to Google Classroom. So you're going to want to go to the upper right-hand corner. You should see the export tool. I'm going to click export, and it's going to ask me how I want to export. Most of you are going to want to export as a video for your students to be able to see. So I'm going to click video, and it's going to bring up different options for me to export to. So I want to export mine to my Google Classroom, but just to draw attention, you should see you have the option to export to YouTube, the Google Drive, iTunes file sharing. If you want to save this as a video, it will save to your iPad, and then you can upload it wherever you need to later. So I'm going to click Google Classroom. Again, if you're not already signed in, you're going to need to sign in. This is going to prepare my project. It's going to make it into a video for me. Depending on the amount of sound and graphics and pictures and writing you have, this could take some time just to prepare the project. Not more than 2 minutes usually. Okay, so now you're ready to share to your Google Classroom. If the course you want to share to does not automatically come up, you can always press this arrow on the course that's currently up. It will bring up your other courses. So I want to upload it as a material. So you have different options, but I'm going to do create material. When I click create material, you can see the video is going to load for me and attach to this post. And then I can rename it, whatever I would like to title it. And if you want to add a description, you may add a description. Say you may want the students to watch the video and then complete some problems. You can add that in there. If you have different topics, if you have your Google Classroom divided into different topics, you can add it to a specific topic. But this is also going to post directly onto the stream. You have the option to send it to all the students or only certain students, but I'm going to send them to all my students. I'm going to click the arrow that's in the right-hand corner here, and it's going to send. If you go to your Google Classroom and refresh your stream, you should see it has uploaded, and there's your video.